think I'll stay here just in case I got too emotional.
بعد عشان
It will be a safer place to. I mean, even yesterday I was writing just an email to my team and all that stuff. So we always remember, yes, we came 3 years and 3 months back, and then we came, we know nothing. I mean, it was for us a new country, a new company, new people, new life, new schools, everything is new. It's my first time in my life. With that, moved many places, lived in many places, but for me, I traveled many places for very short term, but I never moved actually with a family to a new place. So we came here in, I think, 1st of August, and we had in 6 days my children need to be on the school and they need to start working and all that stuff. So it was really, for the first week I kept on wondering, I mean, how come I did this decision? I don't know, how come Thibaut was able to convince me? Why didn't I just stay in Egypt and all that things? But then you started the journey here and you find the first thing is that people are very nice. People are very open to diversity as well. I mean, as many of you mentioned, I mean, we're Muslims, so that has the veil as well and all that stuff. So we're still wondering how the community is. The community used to this? Is it something that people will look at something different? And we found actually that the honest truth is actually people are more open here than the Middle East, which is much better for us. I mean, in Dubai, it becomes a challenge now. It's a Muslim country, and it becomes a challenge actually to keep the veil, since it's not easy there. So coming and seeing the level of openness and everything, that was the biggest thing that really struck us, how advanced this country is with all the problems, but this is something that neither Europe or the States are able to do yet. I mean, they can be this open to all these differences. Then I started to interact with the different teams, and yes, we kept on saying we have fights, we have good days and all that stuff, but definitely, yes, I had very, very close friends. I don't want to mention anyone by name so I don't miss anyone else, but yes, personally, even during the hard time, as I mentioned at some point in time, everyone was there. I mean, Thibaut used to call me and tell me, this person called me and tell me, check on Ahmed, ensure he's good, all the stuff people are checking, people are doing, so I felt, yes, it's a real family where we have become here together. At one day also, the guys surprised me that they took me to Naivasha with the family. Duncan, Mark, and the whole team at one point in time. They called us in the morning and said, come, and then he took us there to Naivasha. That was very special for us as well. We were really touched that yes, we find, I mean, that's real family and friend. They took us out with the family, we went there, enjoyed the full day there. It was a very, very nice day. Working with all the HODs across, I think it was really a special, very special relation as well. One of the things as well that in Egypt I don't know all the heads there. So we don't have a team, we don't have a WhatsApp where you have all the heads as well. So yes, we know each other by name and all that stuff, but if we get that chance to work together, you will never know them. But here, just after 1 week, you already have, I don't know how, we are 50, 60 HODs, you already have 50, 60 friends. Celebrate your birthday, whenever an achievement happens, people talk there, they support each other. When the network went down, everyone was supporting us on technology, everyone was sharing there, guys, we're all together, let's see what we can do, how we can help. It was very clear that this is a very special place. I can't say is it only whole Kenya or Safaricom, since more of my friends are actually in Safaricom. I was lucky as well on this side, actually all my friends are Kenyans as well, so I got really to be very close to all the people here. But across Safaricom, I think it was really very special. You know already I'm an emotional guy without anything anyways, but but it became very tough how much we got attached to the country here. When we finished the first 2 years, Egypt requested that I go back. The CIO has left there, and it's not an opportunity. They basically called and said, come back. I said to them, okay, are you asking? They said, no, I'm not asking. We're saying, come back, it's done. So that was around December, and the good thing that my contract was ending in August, and this was December, 8 months before the contract ends. And the first thing that I did with that, okay, my Egypt is saying that I'm coming back. She said, it's fine, go, I'm staying. Yes, it's peaceful, but sometimes. So, I mean, it was very clear for us that we love it here, this is the place where we are. And we really need to stay here. And alhamdulillah, thanks to Thibaut and everything, things went well, and then I extended for another 2 years. the poem I shared with you, basically Ziad was asked to write about home. So he wrote about Kenya. So, I mean, I'm Egyptian, my wife is Palestinian, and he wrote about Kenya. So I mean, that's how also you see how we got attached to everyone here. Maybe I go through everyone. I mean, starting definitely from Bob. Bob is really unique, and I'm saying it, I'm leaving today. But he's really unique. I mean, not all the CEOs is like Bob. I mean, the guy that's willing to listen and all that. I mean, it's a unique CEO, right? When you look at Exco as well, yes, we kept on saying there is fear culture and all that stuff on Safaricom, but again, the people are really, at the end, they really care that the company be on the best place, very transformational. When you look at the heads here, I think the thing that you guys, I really learned a lot here. First, Egyptians were very good in execution, but I don't think we're visionary enough. So Egyptians always will look, okay, I hope I achieve this by next week. I mean, that's the biggest vision that we may have. And that's why we're struggling as a country, I think, for a big time. But I come here then, and then in the morning you find Mushiri coming and says, okay, we'll do e-commerce. But Mushiri, e-commerce, this is like a full company. So, yeah, we'll do e-commerce. But then you find the guys from FS coming, okay, would like to do loans. And then, so I get surprised at the first days, but then I go to Mark or Ken and find the guys that are laughing and are okay. Okay, let's do it. Okay, guys, I remember the meeting with Mark, and then yes, Mark, I told him it's impossible. That's a full e-commerce thing we need to think about and stuff. He said, no, we'll deliver. But Mike, do you know anything about e-commerce? No, I don't know, but we'll deliver, don't worry. So, I mean, that's definitely also this vision and passion, I think that's very unique. Neither in Egypt, for sure not in Europe. So I think that's also a unique factor here. It's not about Safaricom, I think it's about you guys here as the full team as well. For all the people I work with, I mean, across the whole thing, even the guys starting, I mean, when you come in the morning, you meet the guys you meet someone on the elevator or whatever, it's just very passionate. People really talk to each other, they like to ask about you, they like to have a good time, they are very open. Yes, there's some stuff that maybe we don't, some things we may be scared to say or all that stuff, but again, at the end we're really very open and here to support each other in many, many different ways. Many times, I'm really humbled with everything was said today, since really many times you guys have done everything around it as well. So, I mean, Vero discussed the APIs and all the stuff. I think she was at the hospital delivering and she was calling already, saying, okay, ensure that this is, but Vero, you have twins coming down. Why? So when you see this level of passion, then definitely, yeah, I mean, after this, I had to deliver. I cannot do anything different from there. When you look at the guys that my team as well, the IT team and all that stuff, the guys are just very dedicated and everything. I mean, a few weeks back we were sitting with Steve a couple of weeks when we had the M-Pesa problem. I was Steve in the office and I didn't know that we have deployment this day. And then I found Lacosta passing and then Liz is coming and the guys at midnight. And then people even started to wonder what are these guys here doing at midnight. And then we found out, it was a project they needed to deliver. The guys decided to stay there. So again, that's something I think that we should not take for granted as well. I think Moses was giving an example from Ghana and also from what I see in different places as well. People will really feel in crisis, but at 5 p.m. everyone will leave. I mean, that's two separate things. Yes, we have a crisis, but at 5 p.m. I'm home. So, this is totally different. So you guys are very kind. I learned the word kind actually from my son. So I always say also my younger son, the one who wrote the poem, is very kind. And you guys, I think, are very, very kind. Yes, you became very family to me. I know sometimes I do mistakes. Many times I do mistakes, actually, as Mark said as well. Many decisions were wrong. And Irene can list them, I'm sure. But I'm really, I'm just being very, I'm really humbled of everything that have been said. I learned a lot. I came here, one of the things that I never said as well, so Thibaut brought me from Egypt and then I was supposed to come the guy that knows everything about IT and all that stuff and fixed. And then after the first 2 or 3 meetings, I found most of the stuff that the guys have talked about, I know nothing about. And the first week I tried to throw like 4 or 5 ideas that we were very proud that we have done in Egypt. And then I found people have said, this we have done 2 years back. So I tried to talk to the uncle about convergence. He said we have been convergent since 2011. I talked to Sam about moving Siebel. We need to move it to Unix since Windows is back. He said, I mean, we did this 5 years back. And at some point in time, I said, okay. So these guys have already done everything what I'm doing here basically. So it took me really a long, and thanks to you again, I really had to challenge myself a lot to learn as much as possible to really reach a state. I mean, also meeting some from the business even like David, and then David came and he can take you everything across ERP. And we don't have homes, we have a very small ERP in Egypt, so I know nothing about ERP. So after the meeting, I keep on wondering, I mean, I'm supposed to be the head of IT, not him, but the guy knows much more. So what can I do on this case? So I think, yeah, many things I think I just learned across the whole journey many times. The thing I always say, and I even said it much times before, if there's anything that I would like to tell this team while I'm leaving now, you just need to trust yourself more. Sometimes maybe, again, because you're very nice, you're very kind and everything, you guys are just more competent than many, not other operators, but other countries as well. I don't think anyone in Europe can beat the team here, even in Egypt as well. And Egypt, we're always very proud that we're one of the best, we're very strong and all that stuff. But I saw the level of talent here. And it started to be very, I mean, Mark was telling me yesterday, he was surprised, whenever we open a vacancy now, he gets many Egyptians applying to the job, which never happened before. But what happens is that I keep on posting the stuff that we do here, and when I go to Egypt, I tell them all this stuff happens. Then the guys started to feel, okay, we're very behind in Egypt, we need to go to this advanced place that Ahmed has went to see what to learn there. So I think just trust the fact that that's a very strong team. This company is just outstanding, and I think, yes, Kenya honestly deserves to be in a much better place, since you have many things that others doesn't have. Again, I'm very happy to be here for the last 3 years and 3 months. Again, it was very tough to move. I think the only thing that made us move is that I took the decision very fast. So, and things went very fast. I mean, I was in London, and then they told me, if there is a CTO post, will you be interested? So definitely I got excited. I said, yes, why not? And then 2 days later, they called me, will you be interested in Europe? I said, okay, it seems, I don't know. But then 2 days later, the CEO called me, and then inside the interview, she said, yes, we want you to come. So I was like, okay, can I think about it? What should I do now? So I think the process went very fast. If it took longer, I don't think I was going to make it. The Italy discussion, we're putting all the plan that I don't go. So we're trying to put with Thibaut what we will do. I can't say no to Vodafone, but then we're trying to plan everything so that I don't take the job. That's how much we attached it, but definitely, yes, it was a good move as well. So we said, okay, let's try a new thing. Sorry for speaking for so long, but I think, yeah, I just really want to express everything I feel. And again, I'm an honor. It's a very big honor to be part of your team. And thank you for having me for the last time, and I mean for the last 3 years and 3 months with my family as well. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.